Are you sure you're really taking care of your body the right way? There are parts of our body that nearly 90% of us tend to overlook, and these very spots actually have a much bigger impact on our overall health than you might think. With just a small change in your daily hygiene habits, you can help prevent a whole range of unexpected illnesses. From fresher breath and deeper sleep to healthier skin and a stronger immune system, it all begins with those areas of your body that often go unnoticed. Make sure to watch this video until the end, because I'm going to reveal 5 hidden areas of your body that you need to care for properly to boost your health, confidence, and energy every day. You'll be surprised to learn that it only takes a few minutes a day, but the results can be life-changing. Did you know that you could be silently harming your health every day without even realizing it? Have you ever wondered why some people, even at 80 or 90 years old, stay sharp, full of energy, and healthy, while others constantly feel tired, catch colds easily, and see their health decline? Do you think it's just genetics or luck? The truth is sometimes just one small daily self-care habit can make all the difference. Most of us stick to the same personal hygiene routines we've had for decades. A quick shower, brush our teeth, maybe put on a little lotion, and we think that's enough. But here's the surprising part. There are areas of our body that often get neglected in our hygiene routine, especially as we get older. And it's this very neglect that can quietly lead to serious health problems. Did you know there are 5 areas of the body that many people, especially seniors, almost never clean properly? And the consequences aren't minor, from chronic inflammation and infections that weaken the immune system to an increased risk of more serious conditions like heart disease, diabetes complications, and even memory loss. The good news is that by spending just a few extra minutes each day caring for these areas, you can feel a real difference with a healthier body, better blood circulation, and even the potential to live longer. I'll admit I never paid much attention to these seemingly small hygiene mistakes myself until I had a chance to speak with Dr. Emma Harris, a highly experienced geriatric specialist with over 30 years of dedication to senior health. What she shared with me completely changed the way I think about personal hygiene. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 areas of the body that so many people accidentally overlook during cleaning, and by simply paying a little more attention to them, your life can significantly improve. Don't worry, I'm not going to suggest you spend hours in the bathroom or buy expensive products. What I'll share are simple, easy-to-follow tips that only take a few minutes a day, but their impact might really surprise you. Stick with me until the end of the video, because once you understand these important areas of the body, you'll start to feel healthier, enjoy fresher breath, experience less pain, sleep better, and feel a much stronger sense of balance in your body. And if you truly care about your health, don't forget to hit the like button. It gives me the motivation to keep sharing more valuable content. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any useful videos that can help you live a healthier, longer life every day. Now let's start with a part of the body that almost everyone overlooks, even though it plays a much more important role than you might think: your tongue. Don't underestimate it. Your tongue doesn't just help you taste food, speak, or chew. It's also home to hundreds of types of bacteria that, if not cared for properly, can quietly become a hidden threat to your overall health. Picture this: every day you clean your house, wipe down your kitchen counters until they sparkle, wash the sink, and take out the trash. But imagine if there was one surface in your home that collected dust, bacteria, and leftover food day after day, and you never touched it. Wouldn't that make your skin crawl? That's exactly what's happening inside your mouth when you forget to clean your tongue. Your tongue isn't just a soft muscle that helps you enjoy delicious food or chat with friends. It's actually like a tiny city of microorganisms. On its surface live more than 700 different types of bacteria. Some are harmless or even beneficial, but many can quietly cause trouble, leading to bad breath, weakening your immune system, and increasing the risk of more serious diseases. What's even more concerning is that these harmful bacteria can sneak in through tiny cuts or inflamed gums and enter directly into your bloodstream. This is a problem that seniors are especially prone to. When that happens, it can contribute to heart disease, diabetes complications, or even respiratory infections. A tongue loaded with bacteria can also dull your sense of taste, cause unpleasant breath, and make your immune system less effective. Think of your tongue like the air filter in your home's HVAC system. If it hasn't been cleaned in a long time, dirt and bacteria build up, and the air inside your house becomes polluted, harming your family's health. The same goes for your tongue. If you don't keep it clean, it silently weakens your health day by day. But here's the good news: keeping your tongue clean is neither complicated nor expensive. You don't need to buy pricey gadgets or special products. Here's a super simple habit that's easy to do and helps you clean your tongue properly to protect your health. First, get a tongue scraper. It's a small, affordable tool you can easily find at drugstores or supermarkets. It's much more effective than just using your toothbrush. Each morning when you wake up before you have breakfast, gently use the scraper to clean your tongue from back to front. Think of it like wiping down a dusty table, careful and gentle. No need to press too hard. Do this about 3 or 4 times. You'll see a thin white or yellowish layer come off. That's the bacteria and dead cells you definitely don't want to keep in your body. After scraping, rinse your mouth with clean water or an antibacterial mouthwash to get rid of any remaining residue. At night before bed, you should also clean your tongue, but be gentler. After a long day, your tongue is more sensitive and needs a softer touch. With this simple habit that takes no more than 3 minutes a day, you'll be amazed at the benefits: fresher breath, a sharper sense of taste, better overall health, and a significantly reduced risk of serious illnesses. Many people are surprised to find that just by making tongue cleaning part of their daily routine, they enjoy unexpected benefits they never imagined before. You'll rediscover the flavors of your food that morning. Cup of coffee, that juicy piece of fruit will taste richer and more vibrant. This is one of the changes that many seniors report after just a few weeks of cleaning their tongue regularly. Their sense of taste feels renewed. It's not just about enjoying good food. Reducing the amount of bacteria in your mouth is also a great way to give your immune system a boost. Your body works hard every day to fight off bacteria. When you remove some of those hidden colonies living on your tongue, you are actually helping lighten the load for your immune system so it can focus on protecting you from other dangerous threats. And of course, your breath will be fresher. One of the most common reasons people struggle with persistent bad breath is the layer of bacteria and food particles stuck on the tongue, something that brushing and flossing alone just can't fully address. Only when the tongue is properly cleaned can you truly say goodbye to this frustrating issue. Let's take a look at Linda's story. She's a 67-year-old retiree who in the past barely paid any attention to cleaning her tongue. But after 3 months of making tongue scraping part of her daily routine, she was amazed by how much sharper her sense of taste became and how much better her food tasted. When she went in for a dental checkup, her dentist even noticed healthier gums and far less plaque. Or consider Theodore's story. He's 71 and a retired teacher. He struggled with bad breath for years despite being diligent about brushing and flossing. When I suggested he try cleaning his tongue, he was skeptical at first. But after just 2 weeks of sticking with it, the problem disappeared. He no longer worried about talking to or meeting with others, and his confidence noticeably improved. To make tongue scraping easier, especially if you're sensitive to the gag reflex, start at the middle of your tongue and gradually work your way further back as you get used to it. Pay attention to anything unusual. If your tongue feels sore for an extended period, or if you notice white patches or discoloration, don't hesitate to see a doctor. It could be an early warning sign of an underlying health issue. Small intentional habits like this can have a much bigger ripple effect than you might expect. They don't just help you feel healthier day to day, they quietly but powerfully contribute to your long-term well-being. And the best part is, this is only the first step on the journey to discovering overlooked hygiene habits that can help you live longer and healthier. Are you ready for the next tip? Let's keep going, because the next body part we're about to talk about is even more surprising and even more important for your overall health. I'm talking about your feet, the solid foundation that supports your body every single day, but often gets neglected. Take a moment to think about how much your feet do for you each day, supporting your entire body weight, helping you move with ease and keeping you balanced with every step. Yet we rarely give our feet the care they truly deserve. Most people see foot care as something they do quickly or half-heartedly, a quick rinse in the shower, maybe a little lotion if they remember, and that's it. But what many don't realize is this: when you neglect your feet, you're quietly opening the door to serious health issues, from infections and nerve damage to dangerous complications from diabetes. And it's not just about pain or discomfort. Weak, unhealthy feet can trigger a chain reaction of problems: poor blood circulation, balance issues, reduced mobility, a higher risk of fall swelling, and chronic pain that sticks with you. Once you're over 50, taking care of your feet becomes something you can't afford to overlook because it's so closely tied to your overall health. Dr. Emma Harris, a leading expert in senior health, put it perfectly: your feet are like the foundation of a house. If the foundation is shaky, everything above it, from your posture and joints to your heart health, gets affected too. That's why it's time we start giving our feet the attention they deserve before small problems suddenly turn into big, hard-to-manage issues. Why does foot care become even more important as we age? Because feet are actually very complex. Each foot contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments, nearly a quarter of all the bones in your entire body. As we grow older, blood flow to the feet gradually decreases, making them one of the first places where early signs of health problems tend to show up. For example, if you notice that your feet often swell or that your toes always feel cold, this could be a sign of poor blood circulation or an early warning of heart problems. If the skin on your feet changes color, turning unusually red pale or showing other surface changes, it could be an early sign of diabetic complications or nerve damage. Dull aching pain or a burning sensation in your feet should never be ignored either, as these could be symptoms of peripheral neuropathy, which can affect your mobility and balance. For people with diabetes, taking care of your feet becomes even more critical. It's not just about soothing sore feet or relieving discomfort. It's a vital way to prevent foot ulcers, serious infections, and even the risk of amputation. So what's the solution? How do you properly care for your feet every day? Many people think that simply standing in the shower and letting water run over their feet is enough. But the truth is, your feet need intentional and thorough cleaning. Make it a habit to wash your feet daily with warm water. Avoid water that's too hot, as it can dry out your skin, making it prone to cracks and infections. Use a soft cloth and gentle soap to clean the tops, soles, and sides of your feet. And don't forget, between your toes, a favorite hiding spot for bacteria and fungus. Think of it like dusting the narrow slats of window blinds. If you don't clean each little space, dirt builds up. The same goes for between your toes. They need careful cleaning too. Don't rush. Sit down comfortably so you can take your time and clean thoroughly without straining yourself. These small but consistent actions are the key to protecting your feet, the solid foundation that supports your body, and more importantly, safeguarding your overall health in the years to come. Here's a small but incredibly helpful tip. If you find it inconvenient to clean your feet in the shower, place a small shower stool or even just a lightweight stool next to the tub. This not only makes you more comfortable, but also helps you clean your feet more thoroughly without getting tired or losing your balance. But don't think that just washing your feet means the job is done. The next step is what truly makes the difference between healthy feet and ongoing problems. That is drying your feet properly, a simple step that unfortunately many people tend to skip. Imagine you've just finished washing a load of dishes. Would you stack them in the cupboard while they're still wet? Of course not. You know that leftover moisture in hidden corners is the perfect breeding ground for mold and bacteria. Your feet are no different. When you leave them damp, especially between the toes, you're creating the ideal environment for bacteria and fungus to thrive. Let me share the story of Thomas, a 73-year-old retiree. For years, he would just rinse his feet quickly during his shower and assume that was enough. But over time, he started noticing strange discoloration and irritation between his toes that wouldn't go away no matter how much he washed them. When he finally saw a doctor, Thomas was shocked to be diagnosed with athlete's foot, something he never thought he'd get. It turned out that wearing shoes and socks all day kept his feet warm and moist, the perfect environment for bacteria and fungus to grow. His doctor warned him that if he didn't start drying his feet carefully, the condition could spread, causing cracks, sores, and even chronic pain. The good news: after just a few weeks of making it a habit to wash and thoroughly dry his feet every night, Thomas's athlete's foot was under control and his feet became healthy again. He felt lighter on his feet, no longer uncomfortable while walking, and most importantly, his confidence and comfort with every step came back. So how do you dry your feet the right way? This is something many people often get wrong. Choose a soft, clean towel that you use only for drying your feet. After washing, use this towel to dry each part, the top of your foot, the sole, and both sides. And most importantly, don't forget between your toes, a spot where bacteria love to hide. Here's a small tip: gently lift each toe and pat the spaces between them dry with the towel. There's no need to rub hard, just press gently but thoroughly. The goal is to remove every bit of moisture. Never leave your feet damp. Even a little moisture between your toes can give bacteria and fungus the perfect opportunity to thrive. Once your feet are completely dry, you're still not done. The final step is moisturizing, but do it wisely. As we age, the skin on our feet becomes prone to dryness, cracking, and peeling. So applying a light layer of moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet is important. But be careful, don't apply lotion between your toes, as this can create excess moisture and give bacteria and fungus a chance to grow. During winter or in dry climates, your feet can lose moisture easily, leading to painful cracks and irritation. The solution is simple. Just apply a small amount of moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet, gently massaging it in so the skin stays soft and comfortable. But always remember the golden rule: never apply lotion between your toes. Why? Because trapped moisture in those areas creates a fertile breeding ground for fungus and bacteria, undoing all your hard work. Think of this as an art of balance. Give moisture where it's needed and keep dry where it matters. That's how you truly help your feet stay healthy. But foot care doesn't stop at cleaning, drying, or moisturizing. There's another extremely important habit that most people overlook: checking your feet every day. Treat your feet like the dashboard warning lights in your car. They quietly send out early signals when something is wrong with your body. Every day, take just a few minutes to take a good look at your feet. Watch for anything unusual: discoloration, bright red or pale skin, or dark spots. Don't ignore persistent dull pain, cracks, cut sores that don't heal, swelling, unusually cold toes, or tingling sensations. All of these could be early warning signs of serious health issues like poor circulation, infections, diabetic complications, or nerve damage. If anything gives you pause, even a small wound that won't heal, or just a strange feeling, don't hesitate to see a doctor. Early detection is the key to preventing long-term damage and keeping your feet strong and healthy so they can continue to carry you through life. Now that you know how to take complete care of your feet, it's time to explore another part of the body that most people forget about, yet it plays a surprisingly vital role in your overall health: your underarms. Most people think of underarms as just the spot where you apply deodorant to cover up sweat before heading out. But in reality, your underarms are more than just sweat zones or sources of odor. They're an important gateway that helps your body detoxify and fight off illness. Hidden beneath the skin of your underarms is a network of lymph nodes, tiny but mighty warriors. They filter out toxins, drain waste, and help your immune system function properly. When you neglect this area, sweat, bacteria, and dead skin cells build up, clogging your pores, causing itching, redness, and unpleasant odor, even if you've applied deodorant. And that's not all. If you keep using deodorant without properly cleaning your underarms, residue from these products can build up, get trapped in your pores, block detoxification, and over time even lead to inflammation of the lymph nodes. If you think all your underarm skin needs is a swipe of deodorant, it's time to think again. When the pores in your underarms get clogged with sweat, bacteria, and built-up product residue, over time the consequences go far beyond unpleasant odor. Those blocked pores can turn into painful, inflamed bumps, or even abscesses, problems that take far more effort to treat than they would have to prevent in the first place. Lymphatic health expert Helen Carter once explained it in a simple, clear way: your underarms are like the body's natural drainage system. If that system gets blocked, your body's ability to remove toxins and waste slows down, eventually weakening your immune defenses. So if you've been relying solely on deodorant or antiperspirant and have skipped proper underarm cleansing, now's the time to make a change. How to properly clean your underarms, a step many people get wrong. Start in the shower. Warm water is your best friend because it helps open the pores, making it easier to wash away sweat, dead skin cells, and residue. Use a soft cloth or gentle sponge. The skin under your arms is delicate, so avoid harsh scrubbing that can cause irritation. Here's a great tip: move in different directions as you clean. Start with small circles, then wipe up and down, and finally side to side like you're polishing a piece of fine crystal. This helps ensure a thorough clean without harming your skin. Don't forget to choose the right soap. Soaps with heavy fragrances or harsh chemicals can disrupt your skin's natural balance, making it more prone to irritation and rashes. Instead, go for mild, fragrance-free soap that cleans effectively while protecting sensitive skin. Finally, rinsing thoroughly is critical. Don't let soap residue linger on your skin. It can dry out your skin, cause itching, and trigger irritation. Keep rinsing until the water runs clear and your skin feels clean. A real-life story. Olivia, 65, a retired teacher. Olivia struggled for years with itching and rough skin in her underarms. She assumed it was just part of getting older. But everything changed when she switched to a mild, fragrance-free soap and followed a proper cleansing routine. I used to have constant itching and rashes, she shared, but once I started washing my underarms more carefully and rinsing thoroughly, it all went away. The difference was night and day. Don't forget, drying your underarms, a small step with big impact. Once you've cleaned and rinsed properly, drying your underarms is something you absolutely shouldn't skip, though many people do. Think about what happens when you leave damp laundry in the hamper overnight. It starts to smell musty in no time. Your underarm skin is no different if you don't dry it carefully. Leftover moisture creates the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and fungus. Use a clean, soft towel to gently pat the area dry. Don't rub aggressively, as that can irritate the skin. The goal is to leave this area completely dry to lower the risk of odor infections and to keep your lymphatic system functioning smoothly. Picture this: after your shower, you leave your underarms damp without drying them properly. What happens next? That lingering moisture becomes the ideal environment for bacteria and fungus to grow. The result? Annoying issues like redness, itching, painful bumps, ingrown hairs, and even infections. So how do you prevent that? It's simple. Just be mindful about drying your underarms the right way. When you step out of the shower, instead of rubbing roughly and risking skin damage, use a clean, soft towel to gently pat dry. And remember, set aside a towel specifically for drying sensitive areas like your underarms, so you don't spread bacteria from other parts of your body. Here's a small but helpful tip. After you've patted your underarms dry, give the area a few minutes to breathe before applying deodorant. This short break allows the skin to calm down, reduces the risk of irritation, and helps your deodorant work more effectively. Just this small change can make a noticeable difference. Your underarms will feel drier, softer, and far more comfortable. There's a fact that many people have never even considered: your underarms contain more than 20 lymph nodes, the body's silent gatekeepers that help filter out toxins and strengthen your immune system. That's why keeping your underarms clean isn't just about smelling fresh. It's also a practical way to help your immune system function at its best. Try following this habit for just 1 week, and you'll be surprised at the results. The skin under your arms will become smoother, no more roughness or clogged pores. Irritation and redness will noticeably decrease because bacteria and sweat no longer have a chance to build up. Body odor will significantly reduce because when you remove odor-causing bacteria, the bad smell has no reason to stick around. Remember Olivia's story, the 65-year-old retired teacher. After years of dealing with itching, rashes, and uncomfortable bumps, simply changing how she cleaned and dried her underarms helped her rediscover daily comfort and confidence. What's even more interesting, that many people report feeling healthier overall just by taking better care of their underarms. Because the lymphatic system, your body's natural detox network, needs clear pathways to work efficiently. When your underarms are clogged with sweat, bacteria, or product residue, your body has to work much harder to eliminate toxins. When your underarms are filled with bacteria, sweat, and leftover deodorant, your body is forced to work overtime to flush out toxins. But if you take just a little extra time to care for this area properly, your body's natural cleansing process works better. The result? You'll feel lighter, more energized, with improved circulation and a refreshed mind all day long. Now let's move on to another part of the body that most of us rarely think about, even though it directly impacts the quality of our daily lives, the mountain. Pause for a moment and think about this. Every day, you take about 20,000 breaths. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, how good is the quality of the air I'm breathing? Breathing is such a natural reflex that we rarely give it much thought. But the truth is, many people are breathing inefficiently without even realizing it. Poor breathing can silently drain your energy, disrupt your sleep, and even affect brain function. Our nose is designed to be a highly effective natural air filter, tasked with blocking dust, pollen, and harmful bacteria, before they can reach our lungs. But think about it, even the air filter in your home needs to be cleaned or replaced regularly, and your nose is no different. It needs care to do its job well. If you neglect nasal hygiene, tiny dust particles, pollen allergens, and other pollutants gradually build up, making it harder for your body to filter out harmful agents. The result: you're more prone to nasal congestion, rhinitis, restless sleep, loud snoring, and even respiratory illnesses. Your oxygen supply to the brain can drop too. As you can see, when your nose isn't doing its job well, your whole body ends up working harder and less efficiently. Imagine your nose as a sophisticated security system built right into your body. It doesn't just filter out dust, it also humidifies and warms the air before it reaches your lungs, ensuring that your lungs receive the cleanest, healthiest oxygen possible. But when this filter gets clogged, everything behind it starts to suffer. Helen Carter, a respiratory health expert, once emphasized the nose is like the body's first line of defense. If you don't keep it clear, your immune system has to work much harder with far less efficiency. And as we age, our body's natural defenses gradually weaken. That's why keeping your nasal passages clean not only helps you feel more comfortable, but it also improves the quality of your sleep, helps you breathe more deeply, and supports your overall health. So how do you properly care for your nose? Each morning, start your day by gently cleaning around your nostrils. A little warm water can help wash away dust and mucus that build up overnight. If you live in a polluted area or struggle with allergies, consider using a saline nasal spray or a nasal rinse device to clean more thoroughly. Be careful not to scrub too hard or use anything rigid inside your nose, as this can damage the delicate nasal lining. Did you know that dust, pollen, and mucus, if left to build up in your nose, can make breathing feel heavier and more difficult? A simple yet effective way to clean it out is to use a saline spray or a nasal rinse tool like a neti pot. Saline spray works like a gentle rain, washing away irritants and helping you breathe easier every day. The neti pot, especially useful for those who suffer from seasonal allergies or frequent congestion, can transform your breathing experience. It's like opening a door to let fresh, clean air flow freely into your lungs. Another tip: you shouldn't skip steam inhalation. Whether it's during a warm shower or by breathing in steam from a bowl of hot water, steam helps loosen mucus and clear your nasal passages. Add a few drops of peppermint or eucalyptus oil, and you'll immediately feel a refreshing, soothing sensation with every breath. Here's a mistake many people make: blowing their nose too forcefully. It may seem like it clears things faster, but it can actually push mucus deeper into your sinuses, causing irritation and a heavy feeling in your head. Instead, gently clear one nostril at a time with a soft tissue, and don't forget to wash your hands afterward to prevent spreading germs. Why does proper nasal care bring such amazing benefits? After just a short time of practicing good nasal hygiene, you'll be surprised at the clear benefits. Breathing feels easier without that constant stuffy or short of breath feeling throughout the day. You'll sleep more soundly, snore less, and stop waking up in the night struggling to breathe. Your mind will feel clearer and sharper thanks to the better oxygen flow to your brain. Sudden allergy attacks will decrease since irritants no longer have a place to hide in your nasal passages. Take the story of James, 69, a former construction worker. For years, he thought nasal congestion was just a natural part of getting older. But everything changed when James decided to try saline rinses and steam inhalation each morning. It was like someone hit the open button for my airways, he shared. I can finally breathe fully again like I used to. Or Bella, 76, an avid gardener. Every morning she'd wake up feeling exhausted, like her head was stuffed with cotton. It was so uncomfortable, like my head was filled with fluff, she said. But after adding nasal care to her morning routine, everything changed. I wake up clear-headed, refreshed, no more sluggishness like before. What Bella experienced is actually far from rare. Many people have struggled with restless nights, waking up in the middle of the night because of nasal congestion and difficulty breathing. Some blame allergies, aging, or simply bad luck. But in reality, most of these issues can be prevented with just one small habit. James, 69, a former construction worker, is living proof. His entire career exposed him to dust and sawdust, leaving his nose constantly congested. For years, he assumed it was just part of growing older. I figured having a stuffy nose was normal at my age, James shared. But when sleepless nights became more frequent, with him gasping for air in the dark, he knew he couldn't keep ignoring it. James decided to make a change. He started a simple nasal hygiene routine every morning and night, and the results surprised him. It felt like someone flipped a switch and opened up my airways. I had no idea how much congestion was dragging down my health until it was gone. It wasn't just James. Bella also swears by the benefits of nasal care. A simple saline rinse each morning left her feeling like she was breathing fresher air, more alert and full of energy for a day in the garden. So how do you clear your nose the right way effectively? Start your morning by gently rinsing around your nose with warm water to flush out dust and mucus that built up overnight. Next, use a saline spray, like a gentle, refreshing rain, that washes away allergens, fine particles, and opens up your airways. If you need a deeper clean, try a neti pot, a small teapot-shaped device that uses a mild saltwater solution to rinse your sinuses. People who try a neti pot for the first time often say it feels like a breath of fresh air, making breathing easier and more refreshing than ever. Proper nasal care doesn't just help you breathe easier and sleep more soundly, it helps deliver more oxygen to your brain, reducing fatigue and sharpening your focus and clarity each day. Most people think blowing their nose is simple, but many are actually doing it wrong without realizing it. When you pinch both nostrils shut and blow hard, mucus doesn't always come out. It can be forced deeper into your sinuses, making congestion worse. The right way is to gently blow one nostril at a time, use a soft tissue to absorb the mucus, and always wash your hands afterward to stop the spread of germs. Want to enhance your nasal cleaning routine and clear your airways even more? Try steam inhalation. A warm shower or a bowl of hot water with rising steam helps loosen mucus and makes it easier to breathe. For an extra boost, add a few drops of peppermint or eucalyptus oil. That cool, soothing aroma will open your airways instantly, making breathing feel lighter and more comfortable than ever. Another common issue that often goes unnoticed: dry nasal passages. As we age, the delicate lining of the nose can lose moisture, especially in cold or dry climates. Simply applying a little natural oil like coconut oil or vitamin E to the inside of your nose with a cotton swab or clean fingertip can help keep it hydrated. Reduce cracking and ease discomfort. It takes just a few minutes a day, but the benefits are huge: easier breathing, less congestion, fewer sneezes, deeper sleep, and waking up without that heavy, tired feeling. And remember, when your oxygen intake improves, your mind feels clearer and your energy stays strong all day long. What's fascinating is how small changes in hygiene habits can have surprising effects on your overall health. For example, have you ever thought that even cleaning your belly button could make you feel fresher and more comfortable? Jane, 78, once shared that she always felt like there was an unpleasant odor, but she couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I kept blaming my clothes, my body wash, even my diet, she admitted. It wasn't until she started cleaning her belly button every day that the smell completely disappeared. Not only that, but the skin around her abdomen also became softer and healthier. This is completely understandable. As we age, the skin's renewal process slows down, hormones change, and medications can take their toll, all of which makes small areas like the belly button more prone to collecting dirt and bacteria if not cared for properly. With just a simple daily habit of cleaning your belly button, you can restore that fresh, clean feeling and prevent discomfort you may never have realized was coming from there. A small action that brings big benefits, helping your body stay healthier and more comfortable every single day. However, alongside daily cleaning, you also need to watch for warning signs that something might be off. While regular cleaning is usually enough to keep the belly button clean, sometimes your body sends signals that you shouldn't ignore. For example, if you notice persistent redness, irritation around the belly button, unusual discharge, or itching, these could be signs of a bacterial or fungal infection. One thing to be especially mindful of if you feel ongoing pain around your belly button, especially if you've had it pierced. Even if the piercing healed years ago, the hole can still collect dirt and bacteria, leading to hidden infections. For people living with diabetes or a weakened immune system, even minor infections can quickly turn into serious problems if not treated promptly. That's why simply maintaining a habit of cleaning your belly button daily is such a simple yet powerful way to protect your health. If you have a belly button piercing, don't forget this golden rule. Even if your piercing healed long ago, don't assume it no longer needs care. The area around the piercing can still collect bacteria, sweat, and dead skin, which can cause irritation or even infection. In fact, the piercing hole never fully closes. It remains like a small channel that can trap debris if not cleaned properly. Take a moment each day to gently wash around the piercing with warm water and mild soap. Afterward, make sure the area is completely dry so moisture doesn't linger inside the piercing. Watch for any signs of redness, swelling, or unusual sensitivity. These could be early warnings of buildup or an infection starting to form. Small habits, big benefits. Who would have thought that simply paying attention to 5 often overlooked parts of your body, your tongue, feet, underarms, nose, and belly button, could bring such noticeable improvements to your health, hygiene, and confidence? These simple, easy-to-follow tips don't just help reduce the risk of infections and irritation. They also support better circulation, boost your immune system, and give you that refreshing, clean feeling every day. Now it's your turn. What surprised you the most after watching today's video? Leave a comment below and let me know which habit you're going to start adding to your daily routine. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss out on more easy science-backed habits that can help you live a healthier life every day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.